What's up, guys? Doing a punch animation today, okay? I looked up on YouTube how to animate this, right? To see a lot of what you guys or a lot of people are like searching, but there's no any good videos. And I saw how to do a punch, right? And I didn't see any videos, really, any good videos on how to do a punch. I have my other video that I've done, like a 3-hit combo, but I haven't done in like an actual just punch yet. So I want to take some time today to do a punch animation, okay? I'm using the Dawn rig, the Dawn Ninja Turtle rig. I'm going to be, I'll post that in the comments. Just real quick, I went ahead and created the first pose here. We're going to be working from the first pose. I wanted to do like a really cool stylized like ninja hand pose, right? Just pointing out some things in the first pose. I want to do a really cool ninja hand pose, okay? Because he's a Ninja Turtle, right? I didn't want to just do a fist. Yeah. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right in and start animating this. This is going to be a quicker tutorial. There's only going to be 3 poses actually in this whole animation, and then we're going to build everything on top. So let's go ahead and start. Kill all of our animation. When you look at a reference for this, okay, I'll go ahead and post the reference I actually used in this animation. And he goes down and does this punch right here. Very, very quick. That was my reference. Okay, and I was paying attention to the hand, the leg, the arm, everything that was going on, but that's what that was my reference, and I'll go ahead and post that. It has a whole long video on like how to punch, but I wanted to look up a reference for you guys so I can put it in the video. I've done plenty of punches in the past, but I wanted to include the reference because I just want to show you guys what I referenced. Okay. Anyway, so let's build out the second pose. If we wanted to look at a reference, it's just of the guy punching. You know, he's going to pivot on his toe, on his back toe here. Well, he's going to pivot on this front leg, right? But he's going to like point his back foot. Okay. Let's just build a pose and I'll walk you guys through it as I'm doing it. So we're going to turn his body. Okay. Then he's going to go up and do a punch. This animation is only going to be 3. Gonna save it as a different animation, right? So this it's only gonna be a 3-frame animation. Okay, super simple animation, super easy. I shouldn't say super easy. You know, a lot of people are gonna be watching this for beginners and stuff. So I shouldn't say easy, but it's a quick tutorial you guys can follow on really fast. There's a lot of good stuff in here. Okay, this rig is a little bit weird with the foot, so we have to, there's no actual controls down here, and it's all up here, so bear with me while I figure out where all this stuff lives, okay? It is kind of intuitive, kind of not, you know, with, like how much, like, you can do with the foot, but it's all in these attributes, and like that's no fun to animate with, right? It's a cool rig. It's just like it gets a little weird when you have to animate with like all these attributes, but whatever, we'll get through it together. Okay, so now I'm building in this pose here with this hand. Gonna close it into a fist. Gonna do some fun stuff with it a little bit later on, like this. Okay, and we're gonna curl it in here, make it into a nice, cool looking fist. This in here. And I want to apologize if you guys hear any big bumps or thumps or whatever. It is summertime. As I've said in my other videos, kids are at home. Anyway, so I like that fist pose for now. So we'll go ahead and move on. We want this arm. One of the biggest secrets to these animations or punch animations is your paths of action on your fist. Okay, you want to create a nice straight line path of action. And I wanted to do this video because I wanted to do a quicker like punch video, because so you know, people, if they wanted to look at a quicker punch video and they didn't want to quite, you know, listen to me rabble on for an hour with my other video, they could watch this video and get just like a good one punch idea, and then apply that in their animations. Okay, so that's what we're building out today. Pull this over like this. I want to keep this hand tucked in pretty closely. Okay. Going in for that punch. Boom. Like that. I want to lean forward just a little bit more. That means I got to pull this fist more and maybe turn his body just a bit more. Okay. I want to make sure that we have a nice straight arm. Don't want that arm to be bent at all. Got to be nice and straight. Boom. Just like that. Okay. His head is turned a little bit weird. So we want to do that. And maybe actually scoot him over a bit since, you know, right now he's punching not straight out. And we want to actually have him punch the guy, right? Right? So let's have him like do that nice path of action straight out in front of him. Because quite frankly, that wouldn't do anything in the game, right? If this game, you wouldn't be punching the guy. Okay? So, built out this pose here. I like where it's at. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. We can build more poses in here. It's going to be a 3. The way I'm going to animate it would be a 3. I do minimal blocking, right? So it's going to be a 3 frame animation that I'm going to animate. Boom. Right. There's our animation. Okay. Greater than sign. Less than sign S to put a key on every single control. Okay. To lock it down. Now we're going to go ahead and time this out. Now the key that you want to remember to these punch animations is speed. Okay, you want the punch to be speedy. So let's go ahead and give it like 5 frames in between each. Okay, and see how it feels. Obviously, it's just going to go up, do a punch, do a punch. It doesn't feel any stylized. It doesn't feel really that great, right? So we need to build out the rest of it. So he's going in for the punch and coming back. Okay, super quick. But we want to make it a little sweeter than that. But there needs to be like a body bounce at the end, right? So we're going to go ahead and put a key here and put a key here. We don't need to do any like extra poses because he's just going back into that settle, okay? He's just going back in and settling. Punches, comes back. Now, this punch feels super soft, right? So we want to make it a little stronger. I like this right here. He comes into this right here. And then this is a little too... This frame doesn't be here. It weakens it, okay? You want fast. Boom, right? It to be fast. A punch happens super fast, okay? In animation. In real life, too, somebody punches and they come back. Straight line. You want to create this straight line. Path of action with the fist, okay? So we're going to go ahead and take out a frame. Boom. Goes straight out. It goes straight into that punch, okay? Then we're going to pull this up here to create that straight line with the fist, okay? He's coming up. He's coming up to do that punch. Got to take it away from his face. Bring out, make it so that that fist is going, you know, you're supporting that line of action going into that punch. Boom, right? Boom. And that might be even a little too close to the next frame, right? Big spacing. Spacing equals power. Spacing equals speed equals power, right? That's the big thing in my other 3-hit combo video is spacing equals speed equals power. Okay, that's what you got to remember. Big spacing equals big speed equals big power. Okay, big spacing equals fast speed, which equals big power. Okay, and then we want it to come straight back. Boom, right? It's going boom. It's not going boom. That's a different feeling of a punch, right? There's like, that's more of like a lazier punch where like, and then they bring their arm down. And so you want to go boom and then come straight back, okay? Boom, and then come straight back to this pose. You see how much better that, boom. Without making it any sweeter, this is feeling pretty good, right? So, boom, just like that. I want to bring his fist, I want to start to bring his fist up here like this, okay? Just like this. He's reeling back, boom, okay? He's reeling back and then boom, does that punch, okay? And then the body is actually going to come before, okay? When a punch happens, like the body starts to like turn into it and then boom, because your body is building up that power, you're pulling back and then letting it fly, okay? Boom. So you're going to make the body start to go before. Boom. Right? And maybe pull this back so it... No, I don't like that. So boom. Just like that. Okay? I want to add a couple of frames just to ease into the punch just a little bit right here, right? Maybe add 1 frame so we know what's going on. The audience can see the animation happening, see the punch happening. Okay? So, let's build in this nice little... like settle, right? That's our next big thing, is building in that settle. So he's going to come back on his leg. Let's see, that's the Z, so he's going to come back. And we can make him do... that feels good, right? So, one other thing. Let's go ahead and build in this weight shift, because honestly, this is a weight shift, okay? There is a weight shift in here, and it's on the way back. I mean, both are a weight shift, okay? So we could technically bring this down if we wanted to, like this. And then he comes up, boom. But he definitely is weight shifting back here on the back. So you're going to bring the hips down and then to go on the back of that other leg, right? And then as we're doing that, let's go ahead and save this. We are going to go upward, okay? And then go back downward. And we can go ahead and add some more frames onto that. Okay, just so you can settle more, a little bit more of a slow settle. Let's see what this is. This is our front and back. We don't want any of that. Let's go ahead. I want to make it so it's progressively going backwards. Okay, just like that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we want this fist to come and do, whoop, crash. Luckily I hit the reopen button fast enough. Okay. Silly Maya. Okay, we are back in. So, let's go ahead and do some settle with that fist. Coming back. Okay, let's make sure we're on the right one. We are going to add some up and down. Not quite yet, though. We want to go front to back first. Okay. So, he's going to overshoot on the back of that, okay, when he comes back to it. And maybe just a little later, comes back a little bit later. Let's not have it come back so far. Okay, we just want to like come back, and then he's not gonna like be loosey-goosey with his arm, right? He's gonna come back and just like be stiff, right? He's ready to go in for the next punch. It's coming back too far on the ease out, okay? On the let's make that progressive so it doesn't go in and out and bounciness, okay? It's just progressive. It's going back and then coming back in. Just like that. Okay, so we got rid of that keyframe so it wasn't going up and down, okay? We just pretty much eased into this, got rid of that keyframe and eased into this settle, okay? With the fist, and we can even probably bring that farther. Oops. Okay, it's gonna come down here like this. We're gonna pull it down. We want that little, like this downward to hit a little bit sooner, so we're gonna pull this way. Oop. We're gonna actually pull this up, like down. Sorry, pull this down. Pull this down. We want to make it like kind of like a nice little half circle. You see how that like it's coming back and then creating that like little half circle kind of. Okay, that's really nice in animation. Those circles, okay, creates a nice little arc. So we got this body bounce coming back as we come back and come back forward. Okay. I'm not liking how I feel like he doesn't hold the punch long enough. Okay, if we look at it, he kind of goes and doesn't hold the punch long enough. So what I want to do is I want to like have that punch hold. Like this here. Okay, boom. Maybe that softens it up just a little bit because I'm coming back too much. Okay, I really like that. I don't know if I like how far back the hand is coming back to settle. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this forward a bit. Like that. I still wanted to do a little bit of settle, but not as far. Okay. Let's do this. Pull this up. There we go. Okay, this hand is moving a little bit slow here, right? This hand here, so let's go ahead and fix that hand. We're going to pull it down. Okay, this is gonna be like a really cool, like, it's gonna be more of a stylized, like, and I wanted to open his hand so it's a little more like ninja-y, like Ninja Turtle-y. It like didn't want to just do a fist, right? That's typical. And so I wanted to make it a little bit more interesting as I opened up that hand because he is a Ninja Turtle. Okay, and everybody does a closed fist thing, right? So he brings it down, pulls it back. Boom, just like that, okay? Cool thing that we can do here also is with this hand, as he's going down, we can actually open up that fist here just like this. We can open it up and then it closes, okay, really quickly. Maybe in one frame. Okay, we want to add a little bit of like a bounce to this hand. We're gonna have it start to come down like this. Maybe that's too much. It's a little too loosey goosey. Okay, it's gonna come up there like this. Let's make sure. Whoop, we've got to go in and save it to the right place. Rigs, TMNT, Anims, punch toot. Okay. So let's make sure this is the correct. We do want to have an overshoot going backwards, but focusing on the up and down right now, okay? And I don't like that it goes up and then back down and then back up, so I'm just going to ease into that down. Okay? And then I want to build some fun overlap on the way back up here. Okay, even more than I have. It's still coming up. And we can rotate this up like this. So it has a nice, yeah, there we go. Look how awesome that looks. Okay. Oh, look at that settle. Cool thing is right here, we can grab all the fingers here, just like this. And you can do this on any of your like animations, guys. It's not just with this character. You can apply these principles and apply these things to any character that you want. Okay, we're gonna open up his hand. We're gonna close it a bit more here, and then we're gonna open it up and then go into the settle. Oh, look how good that feels, right? See how, oh man, sorry guys, this is so good. So let's go ahead and push that out to 21 frames, give it a little bit more time, a little bit more overlap on the hand. Okay, we can even push this even a little bit farther. Let's grab, to push it farther, let's go ahead and grab the first finger and go like this, and pull it forward a couple frames so that it opens up and it gets to its final destination before the other two fingers. Okay. Oh man, guys, it's looking so awesome. He can. I feel like when he's coming back, he can kind of rotate downward like this, okay? Because his body is coming backward. We want to create a little bit of overlap with that body, okay? So he leans forward like this. And then, just very, very subtly on the back end, he can actually rotate. Let's make sure we're on the right axis here. Yep. He can rotate back like this, okay? But we want to delete this key so he rotates. Oh man, look at that, guys. Look how awesome this punch is looking. It's looking so cool. We want to add a little bit of stuff onto his head, okay? It's going to come down like this, turn his head, delay his head, okay, by a couple of frames, just like this. And then we're going to rotate his head upward, like this. Oh man, guys. Look how awesome. It's the subtleties right at the end that really just like pop this animation, right? This is making it so good. Okay. I don't like how his, just looking at it a little more detail, I don't like how his like fist is kind of kinked right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that with it so it's not kinked. He's getting ready to go into that punch. let's pull his fist, pull his arm out here so it's not protruding through his shell. Okay. Get a nice silhouette on his arm so it's not like this, right? We don't want that. We want to be able to see his forearm still, just for clarity and depth. Okay. And then that still is supporting. We can still see his forearm. If we want, we can pull up that elbow so it supports this line of action. Still supporting this line of action. Okay. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Now I want to add in like the hips. Okay. I want to make sure that my hips, the hips are like they're a secondary core. Okay. So they are. I got my core doing its thing, and now I need to make sure that my secondary core are working, okay, along with my animation, okay. So he's doing a weight shift, so his weight is going to shift onto this other side, okay. Make sure it's not his leg here down here isn't overshooting, okay. He's gonna weight shift back to this side right here, which is gonna go like this. Pop that hip, pull it over. And then it's gonna weight shift back on when he goes to that other leg, right? But he's still on this back leg, so we want to make it delay this. We want to delay this just a little bit. Maybe pull it, maybe pop it even more, just a little bit more, and then he goes into that settle. Okay, maybe that's just a little too much, so let's save this. And then go into the rotate Z. Okay, pull that up so it doesn't quite go as far, and that way, because there was right here there was too much movement coming back, right? Like that just looks kind of weird, and it's not anatomically correct. So let's just pull this up here so that it doesn't move as much on the way back. Ah, look at that. All right, it's looking really fun, guys, and we're just about done here. Okay, so let's add a little bit more fun details to this. Okay, this is just a quick explanation of this. So let's go ahead and grab these little pockets, okay? And something that's gonna make your animations really fun is adding these tiny little like overlap details, okay? He's going forward, so it's gonna drag behind, and then when he comes back, it's gonna drag this way. Delete this frame so it doesn't return back to its position, and then we want to pull it back behind as he's going to come forward. Ah, yeah, and then drag that to have it settle. Oh, look at that beautiful overlap, guys. Now let's do let's do the same thing to the other side. Okay. In fact, we can just go like this. Delete everything, and then we can build in our overlap manually. Okay, so we don't have to worry about any keys. We're just building it manually. And this is how I usually do my overlap work. Is I delete all the keys and then build it in manually. Okay, it's got to remain up here, his leg on top of his leg. Pull it back like this. Yeah, it's got to come back this way. Give it a little bit of a settle. We can still keep going this way. Oh yeah. In fact, I don't want it to line too much up with the other one, so I'm gonna give it a couple less frames. Oh yeah. Now one more thing to make it just like pop and shine is I will say with these glasses, okay guys, on this rig, if you do happen to use this rig, I actually had to change the pivot point of these glasses. It used to be down here. I changed the pivot point. All you need to do that is, press D, pull that up, D again, and that's how you're able to change the pivot, okay? What I'm going to do with these glasses, I'm going to have them rotate like this, okay, as he's going forward, keep them going forward, and then as he's coming back, rotate him this way, give it a little delay, okay, obviously it needs to come back this way now, okay? Oh, look at that, guys. So good. There's plenty of other things that we could do to this animation to polish it, make it sweeter, make it more fun, make it more, just like pop more of this animation. But I think that is really working this right here, guys. Follow this tutorial. Really use this as a template to make all of your character punches really good. And if you use this as like a punching tutorial and like you can create awesome fight scenes, and now you know like this is more of like a game attack, right? A punch attack in a game. But you most certainly can apply these same principles in your fight scenes, okay? Spacing equals speed equals power. That's all you need to remember with like the fighting and the punching and all that good stuff, right? Okay? Thanks for watching, guys. As always, I have my Discord server. Please come on by. Leave your shots for feedback. The Animation Help Discord server. Please come on by. You can find me on Twitter, Insta, LinkedIn, pretty much anywhere, okay? And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Happy animating.